Alright, there's a train going by. There will be construction noises. If I was focused on construction right now, that would be fine. I'm not. I'm going to be focusing on getting everything organized. Right now, I'm going to be starting to take screenshots of evidence, some of it recent, and some of it stuff that I have to retake because of everything that was stolen. There's just so much of it that needed to be documented, and obviously, the things Deputy Holloway said were in direct contrast to what Sheriff Scott DaCosta had to say.
Hey, look,
So,
I need my hammer now.
I'm going to be there's people talking in the background, so it's distracting me. When I'm under a severe amount of stress, that's just the way that goes. I can't just turn that off. I wish I could. But I'm going to start off with I suppose I should start off with either Jamie or Rihanna. The advocate from Bobby Forrest. I do want to make a good point of this. Bobby Forrest, his phone is off. His Facebook hasn't been updated in over a month. I haven't heard back from him, and I'm pretty worried about him. I don't want to make a missing persons report. I'm pretty sure that his mother would have done so. And I don't want his mother getting in trouble, so I'm not sending her any messages. So I hope you're getting what it is that I'm saying. I got this up so that I can show you that I am working on it. I'm working through the noise, and it's just difficult to concentrate. And that doesn't make these bad people. You should see what he's done with the downstairs. He's doing a great job. I mean, it looks 100 times better than it did. I think I'm going to start off with the messages from. On the bright side, at least when I'm done taking the screenshots, I can plug it into this computer, which I was unable to do prior to this. When all I had was that computer that doesn't like to stay on, it was very difficult to get anything done. There's stuff that I have recorded on that computer that I would love to be able to transfer over to this computer. I just got to be able to get it to stay on, and it didn't stay on earlier. I'm gonna start with Jamie's son. One thing that's important is that when I take screenshots, I overlap it. I make sure that part of the last screenshot is in the next one. That way it can be pieced together so that people know which order it went in, instead of people trying to say that something that happened in February happened in January and trying to claim that something happened in January happened in August. It's difficult. Now, the situation with Jamie, I'm going to have to go through and find a lot of They don't usually visit for, well, they visit for a few hours when they come over. I suppose I can turn this off and work on it later. I end up having to do that a lot because I get overwhelmed, and it's with the noise. It's kind of like, have you ever tried to do your taxes while you're listening to people scream in the background? It's not that easy, and this is a lot more complicated than taxes. Um, my ability to defend myself was taken away. My finances were taken away. They ignored my disabilities. When it came to me trying to make a police report, they did everything in their power, every excuse that they could make not to take a police report. There's a lot of predators that people who were predatory towards me. Some of them I dealt with just because there were other people who had not been predatory towards me that I needed their help, like Lanny Engeline. She's got a long history of being a financial predator, of abusing me to get free labor. She was my marijuana dealer in this town. I met her because she was my little brother's marijuana dealer. That's how we met. Her daughter Amanda was addicted to meth in this town, and when she had issues with that, she came to me. When Jamie had issues with meth, she came to me. That's how I know a lot of these people. Jamie, after her mom died, she really, really got into the drugs, and it was, well, a lot of people deal with their trauma that way. They get into the bottle, or they get into the pills, or they get into the street drugs, pharmaceuticals. That's how America deals with trauma. You get into the drugs and you pretend your problems don't exist. That's a lot of people's solution to my problems. They think that I should just let it go. They haven't let it go, obviously, or they wouldn't still be on drugs or alcohol. They haven't let go of their trauma, but they're also not doing anything about it. As long as they're busy drinking, they're not busy finding a solution. As long as they're busy drinking, they're not doing anything about their predators. Miss Jerry, before that situation with Lanny Engeline, had not been predatory towards me. I mean, her and all of those people ganging up on me on Tyler's post, that wasn't predatory. That was her being annoyed. I don't like racism. She didn't see it as racism. But wanting Colin Kaepernick to be punched in the throat for standing up for black rights or kneeling for black rights, these are basic human rights that black people are denied because their guilt is assumed. Because people see a black person and go, oh, he must be up to no good. They see a homeless person and say, oh, they must be up to no good. A black person must be on drugs. A homeless person must be on drugs. Oh, he's got a nice car. He must be a drug dealer. I know lots of black folks who work hard are not drug dealers. I also know lots of white people who are drug dealers. Do I consider a marijuana dealer a drug dealer? No. I have seen marijuana do far more good than harm in my lifetime. I have seen marijuana laws destroy lives. I've never seen marijuana destroy somebody's life. Only bad laws. I have seen alcohol destroy lives. I have seen meth destroy lives. I have seen heroin destroy lives. You don't even have to do those drugs for them to destroy your life. Somebody on them can destroy your life. somebody who is pretty, someone who is popular. When it comes to standing up to the police, the only way to do it is to go in person with backup, with a camera. That's the only thing that'll keep them honest. A lot of people said, well, I don't know what going in with you will do any difference. Well, as you can see, the 2 times that I've gone in there with somebody else, it has made at least somewhat of a difference. But then again, it depends on who goes in with you. It depends on who's there. Graham, Tabby's new boyfriend. Yeah, Graham should never have spoken up for me. I have a pile of papers on the floor I gotta go through. I'm gonna go take a short break, and then I'll get back to it. The guy I'm staying with, he's got some big headphones that I can put over my ears, and that does help. So I might hop on Star Trek Online. They got a thing right now where you can get a really cool android for your ship, and you can get either 1,000 Lobi crystals or you can get a free tier 6 ship. I'm not sure which one I'd go for right now. But you have to run it once a day, and it resets at 5 o'clock. It's 5:31 now, so it'd be a good time to hop on. It takes about 15 minutes, and it helps me. It helps me to achieve something. I may not achieve anything else in my life, but at least I can see progress in my video game. At least the last time they had a tier 6 ship thing, I was actually able to earn one. I was glad for that. And as a result, I now have a tier 6 fleet ship that was less expensive than it would have been. I understand that doesn't seem important to you, many of you, but the fact is that at least somewhere in my life I get to see progress. Like that man downstairs, he's working on his house. I don't have a house. He's with his family. I don't have a family. At least on the video game, it's my video game. It's my account. It's my character and my ship. That is my temporary escape. But I don't delve into it as my only escape. Because most of the time, I'm not trying to escape what's happened. I'm trying to fight it. These aren't just my rights. These are our rights. The things that happen to me also happen to minorities. They happen to women. They happen to homosexuals and cross-dressers. They happen to children. Their rights, I recognize that their rights are my rights. And if I allow their rights to slip away, I don't deserve them.